Alright, welcome back to Robo Ramu Tech everyone. Get ready, because today we're diving into something truly mind-blowing. Have you ever wondered why some people just keep going when everything gets tough, while others throw in the towel? Why some chase their goals relentlessly, pushing through pain and failure, while others give up after just a few days? What if I told you that a significant part of that answer, the very difference between consistent effort and giving up, might be hidden inside a tiny, yet incredibly powerful region of your brain? Yes, a brain region so profoundly important that scientists are now connecting it directly to willpower, perseverance, long-term motivation, and ultimately success. We're about to explore one of the most exciting discoveries in modern neuroscience, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or as we'll call it for short, the aMCC. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some researchers affectionately call this extraordinary part of our gray matter the brain's tenacity center. Prepare to have your perspective on success fundamentally shifted. Alright, so picture this. You've seen it countless times, right? Maybe it's a student, eyes glued to a textbook one day, then totally abandoning it the next. The grand ambition of mastering a subject fading into thin air. Or perhaps it's an athlete, all set to conquer the world, only to throw in the towel mid-season, their dreams of victory left on the sidelines. And what about those brilliant ideas, those fantastic goals we set for ourselves, only to watch them fizzle out, unfinished and forgotten, somewhere around the halfway mark? We often ask ourselves, is it raw talent that makes the difference? Is it sheer dumb luck? Or perhaps it's some secret, hidden form of intelligence? Well, what if I told you that a significant part of the answer, the real secret sauce behind perseverance and sticking power, might actually be tucked away deep inside your very own brain? Intrigued? You should be, because we're about to dive into something truly incredible. Alright, prepare to meet the unsung hero of your brain, the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or for short, the aMCC. Now, don't let its mouthful of a name, or its relatively small size, fool you. While it's certainly not the biggest structure in our gray matter, what it lacks in sheer volume, it absolutely makes up for in pure, unadulterated influence. Think of it less as a tiny village, and more like a bustling, incredibly important central command center. Or even better, picture a massive international airport, a critical hub where flights from all corners of the globe converge, refuel, and then branch out to their many final destinations. The aMCC operates in much the same way within your skull. It's a master connector, serving as a vital junction point that links together multiple, diverse brain networks. And get this, it's constantly receiving crucial signals from powerful neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and noradrenaline, the very chemicals that shape our mood, motivation, and alertness. Because it's so deeply interconnected and central to so much neural communication, neuroscientists have given it a rather prestigious title. They call it a rich club hub. In essence, it's the brain's ultimate coordinator, orchestrating a symphony of information throughout your entire mental landscape. Pretty incredible, right? Alright, let's dive into the star of our show today, the aMCC, or the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. Now, don't let the fancy name intimidate you, because what this little powerhouse does is truly amazing. Imagine, for a moment, a high-tech central command center sitting right in the middle of your brain. That's essentially what the aMCC is. It's not a huge structure, but its influence is simply enormous. Think of it like the ultimate router in a vast, intricate network, connecting every single device, every single part, with seamless precision. The aMCC receives a constant stream of signals from at least 5 major brain networks, not to mention important neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which you might know as the brain's messengers. It gathers all this incoming information, processes it, and then orchestrates a coordinated response across your entire brain. This incredible ability to connect and coordinate makes it unbelievably central and powerful. It's the ultimate hub, ensuring that all the different parts of your brain are talking to each other effectively. It's what allows everything to function like a well-oiled machine. Alright, let's dive into the first incredible function of the aMCC, predicting future outcomes. Think of your brain as a grandmaster chess player. Before you even consider making a move, or a decision in this case, the aMCC is already running complex simulations in the background. is asking, what will happen if I do this? What are the potential rewards? What are the possible risks? This isn't a conscious step-by-step analysis you're doing. It's happening at lightning speed, mostly invisible to us. Imagine you're standing at a crosswalk. Before you even decide to step off the curb, your aMCC is quickly assessing. Is that car far enough away? Will I make it across safely? What if I trip? This rapid-fire prediction engine is constantly working to evaluate possible outcomes before you even take that first action, shaping every little choice you make throughout your day, from the trivial to the truly monumental. It's absolutely essential for navigating our complex world. All right, let's dive into the aMCC's second incredible function. Its role as your brain's very own cost-benefit analyst, constantly calculating effort versus reward. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path is super easy, but leads to a tiny prize. The other path is steep, challenging, and demanding, but the reward at the end is magnificent. How do you decide? Well, your aMCC is the region that helps you weigh that up. It's continuously assessing whether the expected reward genuinely justifies the required effort. For those incredibly persistent people we admire, the ones who hit the gym even when tired, or buckle down for weeks to study for a daunting exam, their aMCC seems to make that effort feel more manageable, less daunting, and simultaneously makes those future rewards feel much bigger and more attainable. It essentially says, yes, this sweat and struggle is worth that incredible feeling of fitness, or absolutely, these long study sessions will lead to that incredible sense of accomplishment and a great grade. It's quite literally changing your perception of effort and reward to keep you moving forward. All right, let's dive into the third incredible function of our star player, the aMCC. This brain region isn't just about external challenges, it's also constantly monitoring what's happening inside you. Think of the aMCC as your body's sophisticated internal resource manager. It meticulously tracks your current energy levels, how fatigued you are, that persistent rumble of hunger in your stomach, and even your overall stress load. It's like the ultimate fuel gauge for your entire system. If your resources are running low, if you're exhausted, utterly drained, or your blood sugar is plummeting, the aMCC acts like a wise advisor signaling caution. It might nudge you to conserve energy, to rest, or to refuel. But on the flip side, if it senses you have reserves, if your tanks are full and you're well rested, it then becomes your internal cheerleader, encouraging you to push forward, to continue that effort, and to keep striving for your goals. It continuously adjusts your behavior based on what's available, ensuring you operate optimally, or at least as effectively as your current state allows. Alright, so we've talked about predicting the future, but let's be real. Nobody's crystal ball is perfect, right? That brings us to our fourth fascinating function of the aMCC, learning from mistakes. Imagine this. You expect one outcome, but reality throws you a curveball. That gap, that difference between what you thought would happen and what actually did, that's what scientists call a prediction error. And guess what? Your amazing aMCC is on high alert for these. It spots the discrepancy, identifies precisely where your expectations went awry, and then, here's the magic, it uses that data to update its internal models for future decisions. This is why people with more life experience often make incredibly shrewd choices. Their aMCC has simply processed more errors and become a highly refined decision-making machine. So next time you mess up, don't sweat it. Your brain isn't failing. It's actively upgrading its software, making every single mistake a valuable, personalized training session for future success. Now let's dive into something truly incredible. Function number 5, preparing you for action. Imagine this. You're faced with a tough challenge, maybe a looming deadline, a difficult workout, or a complex problem to solve. Instead of wilting under pressure, have you ever felt a sudden surge of energy, a heightened sense of alertness? That's your aMCC kicking into high gear. This remarkable region acts like a personal pre-race warm-up crew for your brain and body. When a challenge appears, the aMCC doesn't just evaluate it. It starts revving up your internal engine, boosting your alertness, sharpening your focus, and igniting that fiery determination you need to engage. It's why some people feel an incredible rush, an almost magnetic pull to dive headfirst into something difficult. It's the aMCC ensuring you're not just ready, but primed to take on whatever comes your way. Alright, let's dive into the fascinating evidence that reveals the aMCC's crucial role. Our first stop on this journey takes us to what scientists call lesion studies. Now, this might sound a bit technical, but it's actually quite straightforward and incredibly impactful. Researchers have long observed what happens when the aMCC region of the brain is damaged, both in animal models and in humans. The findings are, frankly, quite stark. In animals, when this area is impaired, their motivation literally plummets. They simply stop working for rewards. Think about it. An animal that previously would go through hoops for a treat suddenly just doesn't bother anymore. It's as if the why bother switch gets flipped. And in humans, the consequences can be even more profound. Individuals with damage to their cingulate cortex, which includes the aMCC, often develop a severe state of apathy. They lose all initiative, struggling profoundly to pursue goals, whether it's getting out of bed, finishing a task, or simply engaging with the world. They just stop trying. This isn't laziness. It's a fundamental breakdown in the very mechanism that drives us forward, clearly highlighting how absolutely critical the aMCC is for our drive and persistence. Alright, buckle up, because here's where the story gets even more fascinating, like a scientific detective tale unfolding before our very eyes. On screen now, we have evidence number 2. Brain scans reveal the truth. Modern MRI technology, these incredible windows into our living brains, have shown us something truly remarkable. Researchers have consistently found that individuals who score high on measures of grit, that unshakable passion and perseverance for long-term goals, often display structural differences in their anterior mid-cingulate cortex, our trusty aMCC. Think about it. In many of these tenacious individuals, this brain region actually appears more developed. It's almost as if the very architecture of their aMCC reflects their capacity for sustained effort. Now, a crucial scientific caveat here: correlation doesn't prove causation. Just because we see this relationship doesn't definitively mean a bigger aMCC causes grit. However, the consistent relationship between a more developed aMCC and higher scores in academic performance, as well as a robust growth mindset, is genuinely astonishing. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It's a remarkable piece of the puzzle, hinting at the aMCC's profound role in our drive to keep pushing forward. Alright, prepare yourselves, because this next piece of evidence is truly remarkable, and it might just be the most dramatic proof of the aMCC's power. We're talking about direct brain stimulation. Imagine this. During certain neurosurgical procedures, doctors have the incredible ability to apply a tiny electrical current to specific brain regions. And when they've done this to the aMCC, the results have been absolutely astounding. Patients who were fully awake during these procedures reported an overwhelming, sudden, and powerful urge to face challenges head-on. They described feeling an intense determination not to give up, no matter the obstacle. Some patients vividly recalled thinking things like, "I suddenly feel like I can overcome anything," or "I must not quit. I have to keep going." It wasn't just a thought. It was a profound, visceral sensation of renewed willpower. This isn't just theory anymore. This is direct, undeniable evidence that the aMCC plays a central, active role in generating that powerful feeling of motivation, persistence, and the raw tenacity to just keep going. It's almost like flicking a switch for sheer willpower. Alright, let's talk about something incredibly powerful on our journey to understanding the aMCC, the profound impact of exercise. You see, it's not just about building bigger biceps or increasing your lung capacity. Emerging science suggests that regular physical activity, that consistent commitment to moving your body, appears to strengthen the very brain systems associated with effort and persistence. Think about that for a moment. Every single workout, every time you push through those last few reps or manage that extra mile, you're potentially training far more than just your muscles. You're actually training your brain. This is where the magic really happens, especially when we consider something like academic success. We all know that intelligence is important, but countless studies show that persistence, the sheer refusal to give up in the face of difficulty, often predicts performance more reliably than intelligence alone. So the next time you're lacing up your shoes or heading to the gym, remember you're not just getting fit. You're literally building a more tenacious, more resilient brain. How's that for motivation to get moving? All right, Buckle up because this next idea is truly inspiring and directly relates to the power of our aMCC. We're talking about super agers. These are incredible individuals in their 80s and even 90s who possess the memory and cognitive abilities of people decades younger. Imagine being 90 with the mental sharpness of a 30-year-old. What's their secret? Well, studies are strongly suggesting that these amazing folks manage to preserve crucial brain regions linked to motivation and cognitive control. And yes, our very own aMCC is high on that list. Think about it. A well-preserved aMCC helps us resist those immediate temptations for long-term gain. That means making healthier food choices, which is fantastic for overall brain health. It's also deeply tied to mental well-being, helping us maintain drive and purpose. The incredible news here is that this isn't just about genetics, it's about the actions we take now. Every time you push through a tough workout, choose a salad over fries, or tackle a challenging new skill, you're potentially nurturing and strengthening your future super-ager brain. You are building resilience and fortifying that tenacity center for decades to come. Here's the exciting part, and this is where it really gets empowering. You absolutely can train your aMCC. Our brains are incredibly dynamic, a phenomenon neuroscientists call neuroplasticity. It's the brain's amazing ability to rewire itself, to form new connections and strengthen existing ones based on our experiences. Think of it like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the same goes for specific brain regions and their neural pathways. So, how do you put this into practice? When you consistently engage in activities that challenge your brain, you're actively strengthening those neural circuits tied to persistence and effort. This isn't just about massive, life-altering endeavors either. It's about regular physical exercise, yes, but also about learning a brand new skill, even something small like a few words in a new language or a complex recipe. It's about taking on difficult projects at work or school, and perhaps most importantly, it's about consistently finishing what you start, even when it's tough. Each one of these behaviors is a direct challenge to your brain, and that challenge, my friends, is exactly what helps growth occur, building a more robust and resilient aMCC. Alright, we've journeyed deep into the incredible world of the aMCC, and I hope you're as fascinated as I am. To quickly recap, this amazing brain region is constantly working behind the scenes, helping us predict future outcomes, calculate if effort is truly worth the reward, monitor our internal energy levels, learn vital lessons from every single mistake, and crucially, prepare us to leap into action when challenges arise. It truly is the unsung hero of persistence. So here's my final thought, something I really want you to carry with you. The next time you feel like throwing in the towel, the next time the mountain seems too high, just remember, every single challenge isn't just an obstacle. It's a phenomenal opportunity to train your brain. Every difficult task you tackle, every small step forward, is actively building a stronger, more resilient version of you. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If you found this dive into neuroscience as inspiring as I hope you did, please give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button for more mind-blowing science from Roboramu Tech, and share it with a friend who might just need a little boost of motivation today. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time.